Mameda Memanim kwaji Kuruwanesu Nama bonidi Achira mansanyina. People of God, God bless you so much as we've met today one more time. I just want to share something quickly with you. I'm going to tell you something about these princes and princesses living in a country on transit. But these guys are struggling. They are struggling, but they can barely feed themselves. They can't even get food. They don't know how to feed. It's a big problem that I want to share with you briefly. And who are these people? I'll tell you something. The book of John 15:15 says that I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends. For everything that I learned from my Father, I have made known unto you. You see, there came a time in our lives as Christians that we were called the Gentiles, because Christ came for his people, the Jews, and now the Jews rejected, and the love has been extended to the people around the world. And so the Bible has made us know that right now we are no longer Gentiles, but we are the true children. We are people. The Bible says that we've been drawn close, and now it says, I have called you friends for everything that I learned. Now we are friends. We were at first Gentiles, and Bible now calls us friends. Why? It says because it says, I have called you friends for everything, because everything that I learned from my Father I have made known to you. It says, because servants do not know his master's business. When we were servants of God, okay, we did not know anything about our Father. But so he said, let me move my children that I've met, my people, from the status of servants to the status of friends. So that as we are friends, then we get to know what our Father, our friend, does. So if you have a friend and you don't know what your friend does, it means the person has not actually opened doors to you to make you a friend. So Bible is saying that we've now been made and been called friends of God. So we are friends of God, friends with Christ. So if we are friends with Christ, then Bible is saying here, John 15:15, that he made us friends for a reason. And the reason is that so that we will be able to know the dealings of our Father. Because when we are friends, we will be able to know what our friend does. But if we don't know what our friend does, then it means we are not yet friends. So believers, I want to share this quick message with you, and the transition from slavery, from people that were outside the confines of godliness, now being brought into the state of friends, so that we can have access, more access. If you are a friend to a millionaire, you can easily get soft loans. If you are a friend to a doctor, you can easily get some treatments. You can get certain helps from your friends. Your friend who is a doctor. And so right now we are no longer friends, the Bible calls us. So if we are no longer if we are no longer slaves or servants, and we've been brought to the status of friends, did it end there? Is it enough that we become just friends? No, it's not just enough that we become friends, because God knows and agrees that if we are friends, there are still limitations. So there's something our Father has done for us. Okay, our Father has done something for us. Instead of keeping us at the level of friends, he still said, no, I need to move you people to another level. So he brought us to a different standard altogether. And what standard has he brought us to? From the level of friends, check this out. Romans chapter 8. Romans chapter 8, the verse 15 to 17, it says, for you did not receive a spirit that makes you a slave again to fear. Make us slaves so that we can fear. But you received a spirit of sonship. What spirit? Sonship. So we are not slaves. We've received now the spirit of sonship. We were slaves. We were Gentiles outside the confines. We've been brought to the level of friends, and now we've been moved from friendship. Now Bible is saying to us, Romans chapter 8 verse 15, for you did not receive a spirit that make you a slave again to fear, but you received the spirit of sonship. sonship. So now we are sons from friendship. Now we are sons, and by him we cry, Abba, Father. If we are children, when your son shouts, you run to him. When your son yells, you run to him. So now we can cry, Abba, Father. It is a cry of a child that attracts the attention of parents most of the times. When a child is sitting behind a parent and the child is smiling, parents don't move. If the child is talking to parent, there is no movement, just response. But when the child cries, quick response. It's like the fire brigade, the ambulance has been called. The father will move, the mother will move. Any adult around will actually move to check why the child is shouting. And Bible says we cry which way? Abba, Father. One day we will go into what Abba, Father means, and you will understand that the love of God has drawn us closer from paganism, from outside, from sin and guilt, from unacceptance, from rejection from society, brought us into friendship, molded us, and